I'm David Peltier, portfolio manager of the Street's Dividend Stock Advisor and Stocks Under $10 newsletters. Joined here today with Andrew Krill. Andrew, so we're looking here at early November. We're seeing stocks actually pulling back. In fact, the Russell 2000 index, which I follow very closely for my small cap stocks, actually had its first down week in 9 weeks. We're looking at earnings season right now. Earnings season is starting to wind down a little bit. What are you seeing?
So as I said, right now, earnings season, we're about 2/3 of the way done as far as companies reporting. It's actually been pretty solid so far. I think we've had 63% of the companies have beaten on the bottom line, which is the best it's been since 2010. But historically, this has tended to trail off a little bit as we head towards the end of earnings season, which could bode poorly for the stocks. And as before, we start seeing anemic revenue growth again.
So even though the majority of the stocks in the S&P 500 have already reported, there's still really 2 weeks left of earnings season. A lot of my stocks, especially in the small cap space, stock like a Sandridge Energy is still going to report. And that's a multi-billion-dollar company. So still lots of volatility that we could see. Now that the government's back in business, we are starting to see some more economic reports. Two big ones next week, I think, are GDP and also the jobs report. What are you looking for there?
So you said, as I said, we get third quarter, first look at third quarter GDP next week. Consensus looking for 1.9% growth. This is a big slowdown from the 2.5% we saw last quarter. A lot of this is going to be attributed to the furlough with the government, so it could be somewhat temporary, but definitely a slowdown quarter over quarter.
And then for GDP?
And so jobs we have on Friday, and again, that's going to be another bit of a slowdown a little bit. We have consensus looking for 125,000 with non-farm payrolls. The unemployment rate is supposed to tick up slightly. And again, this is a little bit of a slowdown month over month.
So we are seeing some expectations for a slowdown. As a portfolio manager, I think I'd actually put some cash to work should we see some of these numbers come in below those low expectations. For The Street, I'm portfolio manager David Peltier.